What up YouTube, it's Miserate's Company. In today's video, I want to talk about some of the pitfalls that you might run into as you try to climb up to Paragon 900. As of this past Monday, server Paragon went up to 890, which means the large majority of people will be able to tangibly get to server Paragon, 10 levels above it, being 900, getting you into Inferno 2. For those of you that are curious, it might sound a little bit better. I'm on day, I think, four, I think it's right, of COVID. I'm feeling 100%, maybe not 100%, feeling like 70% better. Yeah, I definitely get a little lightheaded still when I stand up for long periods of time, but I'm able to sit up. I was able to get some work done, which is great. Remotely, obviously, not going into the office. And then the next coming days, looking forward to basically Cloroxing and Lysoling my entire upstairs. So hopefully my family can come home soon, and I've missed them dearly because obviously not wanting to live in the same house while I was sick with them was made a lot of sense, but it was also pretty rough. Really close to my boys and obviously my beloved wife, so miss them terribly. Looking forward to having them back hopefully soon. Looking forward to hopefully being able to tomorrow, like I said, do some cleaning and getting back to some normal. Got to have a mask on for 5 days after my 5 days of COVID, which would put me at tomorrow. So yeah. That's the COVID update. Did miss a couple more. I think I missed maybe one upload. I don't know. I haven't really kept track. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I did a lot of sleeping, get my body some good rest. But now that I'm feeling a little bit better, I felt like I was up for at least trying to make a video or two. We'll see. Either way, though, so I was able to, since, you know, being sick and bedridden for basically the last 4 days, I was able to do a decent amount of grinding in game. So I did hit Paragon level 900, did unlock Inferno 2, all good things here. So the required combat rating is 20,900 rather. And then, yeah, you get some decent loot. I did already unlock a couple of set pieces of gear. And then after this, we'll jump into the actual root of this video, which is going to be some pitfalls I noticed while leveling up to level 900. So let's see. 1145 was the cap for combat rating for Inferno 1. I already have 2 at 1257. These are only 2 pieces of gear that I got. There was a third one that I had that I didn't want. These are obviously tailored to the build that I'm using. But yeah, so 1257 is the highest that I've seen so far. I did get some lower ones at like 1240s. So I don't know if 1257 is the new highest. I'll let you guys know in a different video once I do a little bit more grinding. But yeah, so obviously leveling up is a big part of the game. As of Monday, I shared previously that I had saved all of my different Codex battle points rewards in order to push. I think I was at like battle pass level 20 and I'm at 45, so you get the idea of how much grinding I did. But yeah, so I was able to come Monday get to level 892, a lot lower than I thought I was gonna be able to get. So obviously daily, you're going to want to complete your Herodrum. That's just a necessarily evil that you have to do. Pays dividends in the long run, but kind of tedious on a day-to-day basis. You're going to want to do your, where am I at? Your bounties every day as well. That's a decent amount of experience. Make sure you do those. So there's 8 a day you do there. You're going to do your daily dungeons. And then your Heliquaries also give you a decent amount of experience. And then, so they changed it recently where the Heliquaries actually give you additional experience after completing it. I'll show you guys. So after you complete each individual boss, you can then run it again and actually get experience. This is a change because previously if you had already completed the boss, you got nothing. So for me, my warband doesn't raid until Mondays. So I went ahead and raided raids on Tuesdays. So I raided on Monday to get all of the experience, and then I raided again with my warband on Tuesday, and I was able to get these additional experience rewards. See what this little warning is here. Earn rewards for assisting others to defeat a Heliquary boss you've already defeated this reset. So this is the change that I'm talking about. You get a chance of getting some legendary gear, or just gear in general. I did get some decent amount of materials, which is great, some gold. The experience wasn't great. So this is actually going to be the first pitfall I want you guys to avoid, is do not think that farming Heliquary raids is the best use of your experience. It doesn't actually show you a tangible amount. I tried to capture it the best I could, and I saw like 16,000 experience. Like, it was awful. It was not a lot. I never even saw it move. Obviously, I'm at level 900 now, so it wouldn't move much anyway, but I did not see much movement in my experience gains when I was doing that. So I would not recommend farming your raids past your initial ones. You do get a decent amount of experience for the first 5 that you get, like you would normally do on every reset, but past that, I would not recommend it. There's better options out there for you. Again, so Battle Pass is great, and then your bestiaries is always going to be a really good option. Always push whatever the required or featured thing is. So I did my one King's Breach. It's also because I'm immortal and it just happened to be Mad King's Breach. But this is also a great way of getting additional Battle Pass levels. And I will say, even at level 889, I'm sorry, 899, I was noticing that my Battle Pass experiences were still giving me like a bar and a half of experience, which is very, very, very good. Not many things in this game give you that much jump of experience when you're down whatever negative percent I was at. I think it was at 30. It's still at 30. That's cool. So I was only getting 30% of the total experience that I would have been getting, and it was still about a bar and a half. So not bad, maybe a bar, but either way, you get the idea. So keep farming your featured events so you can get your Battle Pass levels. Outside of that, the two things that I really, really want to talk about that I was very surprised that actually did net me a decent amount of experience are actually going to be the Wild Brawl. So Wild Brawl is obviously a new event. It's only here for like another week, and it was super, super good. Actually, when it comes to experience, you get the 2 a day. If you go over here to the main thing, let's go ahead and travel there so I can show you what I'm talking about. But while that's doing it, if you notice on Wednesdays, I thought this would reset on Mondays. It doesn't. So the actual event tab for Wild Brawl resets on Wednesdays. So we're not going to be able to get another reset in, but if you haven't looked from before today, these all did reset. So I was able to go ahead and claim all of these already. And then again, this one did not reset, but the weekly task did reset on Wednesday. So I'm going to go in here and farm as much as I can, participate in Wild Brawl 2 more times, and then 7 more times will get me the legendary gear, which will be great. Revive allies, probably will never get that one. Defeat 10 enemies. Oof. But yeah, so you get the idea. So you just want to play Wild Brawl. You do get decent amount of experience for the first 2 a day, like I was saying. This experience reward is actually pretty nice. So that was one that surprised me a lot. But the one that surprised me the most by a lot was actually another PvP. So brace yourselves. And it's not going to be the battleground. It was actually Defend the Vault. Defend the Vault was one that I got a ton of experience for. And I mean a ton of experience. I was very, very impressed. In fact, I typically will go in and do like 1 or 2 vaults a day. Not for like the full hour, but like literally just 1 or 2 vaults. But I'm usually pretty busy. But in this time, when I'm sick with COVID, I was able to literally sit there for both hours the last like 2 days for both hour each time and just fully grind out the vaults. And it was a ton of experience after each vault win. I will caveat, you do have to win the vault to get the noticeable experience. Outside of that, obviously, you don't get much of anything for a loss, so plan accordingly. And I wouldn't go in, like if you're a free-to-play player or low resonance player, don't go in with big resonance players because it's going to try to balance the resonance the best you can, even if you do the automatic skip. I did notice that, where one time I joined and I was the highest resonance, and not that I'm insanely high, but I'm probably like average or a little above. I'm at 3K, just over 3K resonance, and I was the highest one. Now, everyone else was like 1 to 2K resonance, and we were just destroying teams. But as soon as I went into a team where I was the lowest resonance and everyone else was like, I think the highest was like 5K, we were getting wrecked. I mean, the average resonance was just so high, and not just myself as the lowest resonance player, but all resonance players on my team were just getting absolutely destroyed by the teams that we were facing. And that's even with the auto skip on. So keep that in mind, guys. Don't be scared to, help out a friend who maybe is a little bit lower resonance than you, and it'll actually pay dividends for yourself when it comes to winning and getting experience. I also had, I want to say, a 4 or 5 round win streak where I got legendary items after every single win, which was pretty wild. I did notice, the only thing I did notice that was I did get not only a win, but a kill in those games, and I was actually able to get a legendary item every time. I have not since then, that was 2 days ago. Yesterday, I didn't get a single legendary item the whole time, so obviously I assume it's RNG, but that was pretty nice and was actually able to help me get Master Essence level 4 for my Demon Hunter before I switched back to the Shadow Knight, as you can see, or Blood Knight rather. So do not sleep on the Wild Brawls, and definitely do not sleep on your Immortal or Shadow Defend the Vaults. Lots of good experience there. Now, if you are a Shadow, obviously things are going to be looking a little bit different for you, but as an Immortal, Keon's Ordeal obviously gives some decent experience. What else was it? Corvus expedition gave close to nothing. It gives you some, some fodder, really. That's it. So don't lose sleep over not doing that for experience. Outside of that, obviously the best thing that I did was just farm. And I have several videos out there, guys, on how the best farming methods and the best farming locations, so make sure you go check those out. But ultimately, guys, I hope this video helps you. I do want to, like I said, just kind of reiterate, do not waste your time on the Heliquary reruns. Yes, that is a change, but it is not a phenomenal, noticeable change in experience. I don't want you guys to be going there wasting your time. You could be getting way more experience just by farming or by doing the wild brawl or things of that nature, or especially the vault. The vault, if you take nothing else away from this video, gives you a ton of experience, and you should be doing that and then trying to win it the best you can. And obviously, you want to be rocking your PvP gear and your builds, rather, and the PvP paragons. But yeah, that's going to do it for today's video, guys. Let me know if you have any questions about it. Let me know what level you are now. Did you hit Paragon level 900 yet? Are you Inferno 2? Let me know. I just hit it a few hours ago. I'm very excited. Now time to grind. Until next time, lock it in. And be healthy, guys. Because, good Lord, COVID is terrible. But yeah, stay healthy.